Hey guys, it's Nate doing the Options Locator July 11th newsletter. Um, so just first things first, go over the risk disclaimer on the website. It's also found in the Discord. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Make sure you read over that. So this week we've got some earnings starting. So we've got the banks here on Tuesday morning. So banks, airlines. We'll just get a first glance of how things are going to shape up this week. So JPM, Goldman, um, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citi, so Morgan Stanley, Alcoa. So see what we get this week. But just going to dive right into it. Last week we had a pretty good week. Amazon started off things really well for us on Tuesday following the holiday. So there were some other good names in there. I don't really have time to go over them all. You guys know how it all works, how everything shaped up this past week. So I thought we had a pretty good week. So limited setups this week. Just going to dive right into it. So we've got coin. We had it last week. We had it Friday. It was a really good day on Friday off the outside to inside day up here. This week I'm looking for a move over 255. Get us through the top part of this broadening formation here. 261.15 primary target here. And then work our way up to and through this broadening formation with 270. And 280.64 would be a good target there. DD, DuPont. We had it a couple weeks ago. Went outside week last week and then inside week this past week. So I like it here. Nice reversal here on the weekly if you look at it. Held up pretty well. Nice hammer here. I know the stuff's in the way, but you can see that hammer there on the weekly. So what I'm looking at is move over 79. Get up here to 80.25 would be first target and then hold. Looking at the August 80 calls there. So I like that on a nice breakout. eBay, I'm kind of conflicted here with this one. It is at the top part of this broadening formation. Went right to it off of these 2 points here. So I'm a little conflicted. Putting in a nice flag here. So basically over 70 or through that downward trend line. I like it for a higher move. Under 68, I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback down here to 67.57 and then just basically the 67 area. So I wouldn't mind seeing a slight pullback there. So holding up pretty well, forming a nice little upward trend line here. See if we can get a nice move over 62 here, 62.50, 63. Kind of cheap. I think this is a safe play here. Earnings in a couple weeks. So I wouldn't mind seeing this one. It's not going to be your barn burner or super sexy, but I do like it for a nice move. Wicks, the options suck on this one, but I am liking it. Basically over 295 through that downward trend line if you want to play it safe. For 300, liking it for a move over 300 to 305.85. On up here to 310.86. Tiny gap here, very tiny gap. But widespread here on the options. These are even this week's options. So, I mean, you're talking a 60-cent spread there. It's not great, but if you put your bid on the midpoint, you might get a nice fill, and especially if we break out, then wouldn't mind seeing it hold, possibly even go in the money. If we hit our target up here. Walmart, we caught this move here off that inside day up move, then went triple inside day, worked out well, went right to resistance, 141 area. Now we're hovering right here, so we have resistance here, basically. This 141 area is a pretty major resistance, so we can bust through 141. If you want to wait and confirm it over 141.25, that might be better. See if we can get a nice move there. Up here, test 142, 142.58. Keep in mind, most of America is getting their child tax credit first deposit this week. So just keep that in mind. Might be a nice what am I trying to say? A nice I don't know, third, like an outside trigger for it. So so those are the inside week setups that I have coined through Walmart. Not too many inside weeks. So now on the other setups, we got Airbnb here. Coming off the bottom part of this broadening formation off these 2 points and those 2 points up there. Get a move over 150. I'd like to see it push up higher, 157.41. So nice move on Friday. I'm liking this for as things open back up. Broadcom, ABGO. Had some, I think, DOJ news here on this outside day. Now, pretty nice day Friday over this short-term resistance here. Get over 481, 489.64, and then current highs of 495.14 is what I'm looking for. Boeing had some China news with their plane this past week. Small gap up here on the daily. Get over 240 here, 241.80. Test this 245.08, and then get in the gap here is what I'm looking at this week. Crowd, CRWD, pausing here on the inside day hammer. Up here at all-time highs, 269.68. We get over 265. I want to test 269.68 and then get on up for continued highs. So I am liking that one for a strong move up. Docu, same thing. Inside day, kind of got a spinning top here, hovering right here around the old all-time highs of 290.23. Get through that downward trend line or up over 290. I want to see 293.65 and then 295 300 magnet this week. Farfetch, FTCH, nice downward trend line here through this inside day, through this downward trend line, 49.50. Might be able to take out all these prior highs here for a nice move and test 53.77 this week. JD, got a small gap here on the daily. Oops. So I am liking that, giving us this broadening formation here now after putting in a new lower low. Look at the weekly, nice hammer there. So if we get over 74.38, we can close this gap. Looking at either the 75 calls or the 80 calls for August there. Either one should be fine. NVIDIA, kind of cut and dry here as far as entries, over 805. We look to go long over under 788, look to go short. The split is not this week, but the following week. So keep that in mind. We'll see how they run it up into the split. Pretty pricey option, so we kind of had to go a little bit further out in the money. But if we can get over 805, I think we have a good chance to test 835 and then 850 heading into the split. Under 788, I would see us testing 772 and then 755. UPST, we had this one last week. Put in a new lower low on this outside day, which also gave us a nice hammer. Barely took the double inside week down. So now I'm looking for a move back up here. So over 124, like it. Then 130, 134.38. Finally, we've got X, United States Steel. Got some major resistance here along 25. We get over 25. I'd like to see it work its way up here for a longer term move up here to 28.79 area. Be a nice move. We're looking at the August 25 close there. So kind of short and sweet this week. I hope you guys are liking the new setup as far as just posting the charts directly to Discord and not really doing the newsletter. Keeping it short and sweet, ignoring all the outside noise, and just if you guys have any questions or input or feedback, just let me know. Most of you guys seem to like the new format and setup, so I hope everybody has a good week this week. OPEX is Friday, keep that in mind. So might see some shenanigans there. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, and otherwise have a great week.